Hi guys, and welcome back to Mosquito Net Chats.
With Andy and Maria Cristina. No.
Merry Christmas, Andy!
Oh, Merry Christmas. I got a present.
Can I see?
Yeah. It's a little Christmas tree.
Is that a mushroom?
It is. I don't know the tradition on that one, but
Cute.
my student gave it to me. Disclaimer time. The views expressed in this video are the views of Andy and Maria Cristina. We do not. The views expressed are not those of the U.S. government, the Peace Corps, or the Cambodian government. Again, the views expressed in this video are the views of only Maria and I. And if we ever have a special guest, their views are expressed as well. So, disclaimer. So, thanks for everybody for watching and liking and subscribing. We do have a very special episode for you today. We have our very first radio call-in guest on the air.
Let's call our guest in. Ring,
Ring,
ring.
ring, 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 ring.
Hey guys,
Oh my
Hi.
God! I'm in the house.
Whoop,
in the
whoop.
bug net, in the house. My name is Summer Lily. I go by Lily, and I serve at a primary school in Krong Posat, so that's the provincial town of Posat, and I am vegetarian.
What? In the Peace Corps? But I thought I had
But
heard that if you join the
how?
Peace Corps, you have to eat meat.
I know, it's been a wild ride, just like with everything else, and I thought the same thing. I even prepared myself in June before takeoff. I said, oh my gosh, I have to start eating meat because everyone eats meat in Cambodia and fish is such a part of their lifestyle. So I started forcing myself to eat meat at home, and I wasn't happy, and I wasn't looking forward to meal times. And then I came here to Cambodia, and during training, I was just like, I can't do this. I was like, I'm gonna try being vegetarian, and it was honestly, as I like to say, super through. It was really easy. Yeah. And I can't say that for everyone, but for me, it's been a really good experience being vegetarian here.
So, I eat a lot of meat. My family gives me a lot of meat. I think,
Yeah.
Maria, I think your family is probably the same. So, Can you talk a little bit about, what it's like for you? Did you have to explain vegetarianism? Did your family understand it?
I have to explain it all the time, but honestly, even at home in the United States, I have to explain myself all the time. It's like, what? You don't eat meat? What do you eat? Like, how do you survive? And especially here, they're like, please tell me what you eat, because I honestly don't understand. Like, if you don't eat fish, you don't eat meat, what do you eat? And I'm just like, well, I eat rice, okay? And I eat a lot of vegetables, and I do eat eggs, and I eat eggs almost daily now. There are a lot of options. There's so much fruit in Cambodia. The fruit here is honestly the best fruit I've ever had. There are smoothies here that I eat almost every morning for breakfast because I can't do rice 3 times a day. And so as a whole, it's been good. Sometimes people are like, for example, my host brother told me, he said, if you're going to be a part of the Cambodian culture, you should eat meat. And I said, that is against my beliefs. I can't do it because I don't believe in eating animals. So sometimes I do have to spell it out for people because they just don't get it. But I have to say, I did try eating meat here, but after scoping it out, it's been a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah.
I feel like I can relate to you a little bit because I don't eat fish, and I've just never eaten like seafood or fish or anything like that. And I'm kind of a picky eater, so coming in, my mom was like really worried for me, like, what are you gonna eat? You're not gonna be able to eat anything. And then like when I found out I was like near the ocean, I was like freaking out. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like they're gonna be eating like crab every day. I'm just not gonna make it. But I think a little white lie has saved me, because I say that I'm allergic, and then they're like, oh, they like tell me what I can eat and I can't eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's kind of like my saving grace.
I had that same fear being right next to the river. I am a picky eater, like Maria said, but also I'm not really a picky vegetarian. Like, my vegetables can touch meat, like, and that's fine. I just pick out the vegetables because honestly, my host family works so hard for me to cook vegetarian, and I'm just so grateful for that. And it's okay if they cook with like what do you call it? Fish sauce, because I honestly can't taste it. And that's
same. I can't taste the fish sauce.
Yeah, and it's an integral part of their cooking culture.
Yeah, and I think with like food restrictions and things, I think that like my family especially, like they'll ask me sometimes, even though they know I won't eat something or they know I won't drink something, they'll ask me. But if someone else asks me, they'll be like, oh no, he can't.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't.
Yeah, they defend you.
Yeah, like, so they are there to protect you. Like, so, and I feel like that's been a really lucky part of my service, is having a family that understands when I explain things. And they think I'm weird, I think, but they think they may not totally understand why I do the things that I do, but they understand that I do those things, and that like that's just how he is.
Food here is, I love it. I love the food here. I love vegetarian food here, and I want to say that Peace Corps, sometimes they are accommodating, sometimes they aren't for some volunteers, but they were for me. They put me in the provincial town, I think because I eat vegetarian, and I have access to the big market, and I have access to a variety of foods that I can get my hands on. Like, I sent you a picture of me eating pizza because, I mean, you think that when you serve in the Peace Corps, you're not going to have, like, any access to any American food, but if you travel a little bit, you will find some restaurants, like pizza restaurants, Mexican restaurants. I live 2 hours from Battambang, and that's a really nice area, kind of like Easter, actually. And we, like, the volunteers who live in Posat, we will travel the 2 hours just to eat food basically all day, because we miss American food. So it is possible in your Peace Corps experience to eat like home.
Yeah, it's not that far away.
Yeah, like Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh has everything.
Battambang. You guys have a Burger King in Battambang, right? Isn't there a Burger King in Battambang?
There's a Burger King?
Yeah,
I don't know. So. I haven't.
She's not going for the Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, vegetarian.
I wouldn't go for the burger.
Wait, you don't eat meat?
Was that what we were talking about this whole time?
I think for me too, I get something very similar with me not drinking alcohol. And I think that people are like, if you're going to be a man, like someone told me, if you're going to be a man in Cambodia, like we drink beer. And I was like, oh, well, I don't. So I'm sorry. So I won't be able to. So, but I think it's, very important. For me, I think it's really important to integrate. I think that's an important part of service, right? But I think that it's also really important to be who you are. Like for me, that's been so something that I've always, I think I came in thinking that I was going to be Cambodian, right? I wanted to be as Cambodian as possible, but especially at this point, we're almost 6 months into service, and like you have to be who you are too. Like part of what we do is sharing who we are. So
during training, I did lose a lot of my identity due to, for example, I took out my nose piercing, and I had to change how I dressed and everything. And it's like you said, Andy, try and keep, part of who you are while you're here. And I think that's so important for Peace Corps volunteers around the world, because I think a lot of people think they need to change themselves. But you also have to share share a part of your culture too. And there are a lot of people who eat vegetarian in the United States, and there are a lot of people who don't drink alcohol in the United States or around the world. And I think it's important to share a piece of that.
Lily, do you have any socials or Instagram or anything that you want to plug?
Plug in.
And
a blog, maybe?
A vlog, yeah, I was going to say.
I have a blog, but I haven't been doing a good job with it, and I knew I wouldn't. I'd say, yeah. I'd say Instagram would be the best. I don't post a lot. I haven't posted any pictures yet, but I do post videos at least once a month.
Okay.
And it's just LILYEGAN, lowercase, one word, on Instagram. If you'd like to get a little more taste of the vegetarian Peace Corps life, I do post a lot of food because the food here is so delicious.
Awesome.
I'm sure right after we get off, I'm going to think of more things I could have said, so people can always message me questions about being vegetarian in Cambodia or being a Peace Corps vegetarian volunteer. And I don't know if you mentioned Brittany, but Brittany was vegan. She was a Peace Corps volunteer. She was able to pull that off. I just came into my bug net after eating a delicious lunch of vegetables and tofu. And if you've ever done this before, but like I wasn't really that hungry. I ate so much rice for breakfast that my host mom gave me so much rice and I just couldn't eat it all. So when she like turned her back, I like threw a little bit of it to the chicken.
all the time.
Yeah, that's.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I think
I do it all the time.
Yeah, eating that much rice is really hard.
Yeah, and I love it, but I want to eat like a lot of the vegetables because she wants me to eat a lot of the vegetables because if I eat a lot of the vegetables, it means it's delicious. If I want to eat more of the vegetables, I have to eat less rice. So she went to go do something, and sometimes I'll like put some rice back into the pot, or I'll like throw it to the dog or the chicken or the cat or the cow or the kid. So there's so much going on. So much going on. So, I mean, it's a little trick that works. Time to leave
Awesome.
a safe bug net.
Oh, good luck out there. Thank you. You've been an awesome first guest, Lily. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're so honored to have you. Yay. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love you.
Bye.
Good talking to you. Bye.
Yeah.
How
awesome
of a guest was she? Oh my God, our first guest. Like, do you feel like we're like official now? Like, we've had a guest.
Let's do a little clap. Clap.
Yay, yeah. Yes.
She was great. I loved it.
She was awesome. Oh my God, isn't Lily just like so positive too?
She's so positive.
It's because she's not weighed down by all the meat. Yeah, she's not weighed down by all the meat.
She's like
she's
light.
just positive. Yes.
Positiveness. Exactly. Just talk about some really important things.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions that people have about diet, especially when going into the Peace Corps.
Restrictions,
Yeah, some countries are probably not as flexible as Cambodia, but I think a lot of people don't have issues with. We have a lot of vegetarians, so it's definitely doable.
And like Brittany, like she said, Brittany was a vegan. I don't eat fish, so there's a lot of people that have like different like food restrictions.
Yeah, weird things.
And it's not the end of the world. It really isn't.
Yeah. Awesome. So thank you for joining us, Lily, and everyone else in our Mosquito Nets. Merry Christmas again.
Sure.
For Christmas, do you think everyone should give us a like and a subscribe and a comment in the comments?
For sure, somebody should like this video.
At
subscribe.
Least a comment. Yeah, at least a comment.
At least a thumbs up.
At least a thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I love that you always do this one. Bye.
Bye.